Bradeni, what was triggered by few speakers? They said we have had a long year. And I'm saying, yes, we had a long year. We had Tumelo, Mtogo, and Zandi coming here to tell us what they have witnessed within the house. And we understood them very well. There were differences into their statement. Like I said, Muniz was in that court, but what he told us was never in the video. Some of those things were immaterial, according to our analysis. And then I agree that we had a very long year because we had Sergeant Mtetwa, who came and gave us an evidence about being the first officer at the scene. And this is a gentleman who tells us that around 10 o'clock, Temba Kumalo opened the door for them. And they never went out inside, they just looked. And then there came Musia. Musia played a critical role. His evidence tells us that he collected a projectile. But how did he collect that projectile? It is Mosasho who comes and tells us how he traced that projectile. Rata asked that in a location, a thing happened without anyone hearing anything. How is that possible? Sylvia Ngoveni, Happy Ngoveni comes and tells us that what happens around 8 o'clock, he had a bang. And not on, and Gugu Ngoveni as well. They came and told us what they had on that day. So I do agree with everyone that we had a long year because Colonel Bayat came and told us how a decision was made to Kandai that firearm. Kandai, who tells us that, what was his name, Bradeni?
Captain Mjali.
Captain Mjali tells us that he almost destroyed that gun, and I can tell you if it was not of him to do the stock taking and count, and if ever he had a ballistic report of that firearm would have been destroyed. We then had Khapola, whom accused number 3 rented the house in Malvern. Telling us that this guy wanted a room and he even paid up front. There was Colonel Mangena who said this projectile matches the bullet of accused number 3. This is the evidence that is led by a ballistic expert who tells us the projectile of the bullet that went into Senzo and hit the bullet and hit the door. He said it hit the door at an angle. That's why it didn't penetrate it. It makes sense where Masasho found that particular bullet. Colonel Mangena's evidence is also supported by the pathologist who tells us that yes, this is how the bullet went, and it makes sense why we didn't have that much blood. Who can forget Robert Lyons-Zwane, who came and told us that Muzi told him that they've got a work to be done, and after they've executed that work, he told them that somebody has died. When they get into Eratin, while they are interviewing Robert Zwane, Muzi enters with an EMPD. Kininda told us the same story, so is Mohola to say they came unannounced. And Robert Zwane uttered some words which indicated that they know each other. And we know, Mfoka Zwane, Kwenzenjani. That's Robert Zwane, is a traditional doctor. There was Constable Zungu Pradeni who told us that he was there on the day. Who said he was there on the day with all these guys, Kwabini, and they were firearm exchanging, and the hoodie man had the hoodie, and it was on that particular day when he Googled and went on social media to find out if Senzo has died according to how they told him, and he didn't get that information. And he explains why he has given his statement in the last minute, because he wanted to give that statement to the judge. And this is not the first thing. Even in Mabunda, the two ladies who helped crack the case where Rosemary's sister was killed, they refused to give the statement because they didn't trust any police official. This is the evidence before court, Prateni, that we are having. And then we had HR, I forgot his name, the HR personnel from Sivanye, who told us the clockings that confirms that this gentleman and Tanzi left on that day. He never came back. And he
Mr.
came back
Mulder.
late. Melder, he came back later. How can we forget Jack Butelis, who made the U-turn? After he was threatened that he will be killed? The judge witnessed it. Can you forget Evelyn Mutlaping, who was there, Prateni, inside the room with Mchiaku and the magistrate? We can't, because he tells us that the lawyer was sitting on the far left, and then in Tanzi, together with her, they were sitting facing the magistrate as she was interpreting. There was Khadebe who took the pointing out of Muzi. And there are many of them who came. We had Colonel Raparu, who people wants to tell us that he was he was somewhere in Orlando when Gomezulu was so disparate that the car can go there. Solomon Raparu says I was never anywhere near to that. Jonathan came on all the EMPD guys. So I truly agree that we had a long year. And I'm saying this evidence is a lot. For sure, many of these people, some of you forgot about them, but they came before this court to give the evidence. That is why we are saying we are following the evidence. And as we follow the evidence, we always keep in mind that there are those who want to twist it, the same evidence that is presented before court. And we are saying the state case is solid. They are going to get the conviction according to me, brother, and these confessions are going to be accepted. We will know where was that car parking, the one that they used to escape, who requested these guys to come into that house and kill Senzo Meyiwa and leave the other cell phones that were valuable. And there was a BMW X5 there. If they wanted to take it, they could have taken it. This was not a robbery. It was a contract killing, like Herinel calls it. It was a hit, and we will know all these details next year when we come back. That was just a quick summary, Prateni. Thank you.
Thank you, Captain, my Captain, official minister. People are requesting that I should repost this clip. I will repost the clip tomorrow, guys, on this platform and on YouTube. For those who are active on YouTube, you will get this beautiful summary by official minister. Thank you.